This week on the Post-War Lace podcast, basically, it's a little time to catch up, and of course, we discuss some ridiculous moments in it. Alright, let's do this. And 3, 2, 1, it's Christmas!
Hey guys, welcome to the Push Four Legs podcast with myself, Damik.
And me, Tom Hall. We're back. We're back after
It's not
hiatus.
Christmas yet, mate. It's not Christmas yet, mate. Come on. Still got ages to
It is,
get.
though.
Ages and
It
ages
is.
to
Oh,
get.
look, I've got my Christmas balloons up. Oh,
Happy birthday, balloons. Yeah, that's it. Happy birthday, mate. So, let's make sure that we don't get that one wrong.
Yeah.
Well, someone's birthday at Christmas, to be fair.
Yeah, my old PE teacher.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Hull. If you're out there, Mr. Hull, I'm sure you're listening. I don't know his name. And probably the baby Jesus. Yeah, it's his birthday. I've got my advent calendar. I haven't opened it yet, though. So I'm a bad person. It's the 5th.
That's strange for you, mate.
No, but it's not chocolate. That's probably why. It's Lego.
Oh.
And I kind of... it was gifted to me, but I kind of didn't want it. Because I'm like...
Wow.
One, it's lovely to have a little bit of admin to do at the end of the day of building things, but I'm only kind of into the big Legos now. It's like a sense of achievement. Little Legos, meh.
Only big Legos.
Yeah. You've tuned in to definitely an adult show. Only Star Wars based Legos as well, by the way. So yeah, never anything else. But what's going on, mate? I was about to say flirted. We haven't flirted. We talk on text and stuff. So I've still spoken to you vaguely, but we haven't spoken in person, virtually.
Yeah. What is going on? I got
a couple of weeks.
I got some sort of fucking AIDS from the UK when I came back, which killed me. Oh, I felt awful. Whatever I caught from the UK.
I got it from Dubai, so...
Well, there you go.
When I came back.
Someone in Dubai must have got it from the UK, so it's gone full circle. Yeah, so that was good. I had a couple of events on in the UK and just... tiring, obviously, but they were good. Good to see some family and all that sort of jazz. But can't say I'm not slightly pleased to be back. Obviously, it's warm. It's not freezing cold. But yeah, no,
about
all right,
5 degrees today. 5 degrees. You
said that I went out for golf the other day. It was 18.5 degrees and it was cold, freezing. I put the heating on in the car. First time since being out in Dubai that I've done that.
Jesus.
So, yeah, there you go.
Heating on the car. Do well, aren't you?
Well, it's mate. That's how cold it is out here, you know. So don't talk to me about cold. You don't know the meaning of the word, you know.
I'm sure.
But yeah, that's it, mate. Just had that, and that's obviously why I couldn't do a podcast because we were all over the place and busy and just knackered as well, for want of a better term. But yeah, I'm back to some sort of routine now. Doing check-ins this week, so that's all good. Golf tomorrow morning.
As much as we could have done a podcast, but Dan was staying like with parents and stuff, and that would have been. I've done a podcast with my parents before. It's not fun. It's an annoying setup, and it's just like, oh great. Yeah. Oh, you want a call? Oh, okay, yeah, obviously, yeah, thanks.
I think I had them knock on my door 3 times while I was doing an update. Just like a couple of times, just waltzed in. They knock and just walk in. They don't knock and wait. Really? They knock and just walk in. Yeah. And then sort of, mum was like, "I'm just gonna go out." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm literally recording this like right now." Yeah, brilliant.
So funny, bless her. So I had an interesting thing from my mum as well today. Obviously, probably similar to yours. My mum has no idea what I do, and or what we earn or whatever. And she was like, "Oh, they might need your expertise, Tom." She sent me an email today. So she does some like exam, and she's retired, but like has a little side gig of everybody's got a side gig nowadays of doing like invigilating at Felsted private school in Essex, fancy private school. And she sent me a thing saying, "Oh, they might need your expertise. They're recruiting and offering 2, 4, and 6 week contracts for activity supervisors over the summer." I think I could throw my hat in the thing for that. Don't you think I could be an activity supervisor?
I think, yeah, you might get around to the second round of interviews, mate. Maybe.
I don't know. I think they'll be shocked what money I asked for, but yeah, be interesting. I was like, well, I need you to cover all of my money for the next 6 weeks, so I'm here. So please do that. It's like, what? Okay, cool. Very sweet. She finally stopped sending me like local leisure centre job adverts, so which is good. And she doesn't get the
that's how good she thinks you are.
she doesn't get the whole self-employed thing. That's or like self-employed business owner, that kind of thing. She does, obviously different generation. There's what is it, like 5-6 million like entrepreneurs, self-employed people in the UK now.
Oh, I wouldn't know the exact number, mate. Probably me.
I think
lots
it's
of people there.
Something like that, yeah. Now, but obviously back then there was probably not. Yeah. Anyway, have you seen a more of an uptick from morons messaging you about like stuff as well?
What is that about?
I've had
more
a
than
few.
ever.
Yeah. I feel like we need to go into our DMs for a little sec because I'm sure people haven't done this for a while.
Oh mate, I had the one I shared it on my story today, didn't I? The one he said.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah.
His little fucking breakdown his diary, and he was like, "Yeah, day one of why I should be your setter closer. I'm coachable. I have an intense desire to learn and get better." It's like, go do one, mate. I asked fucking diary. That was off the back of. I didn't even reply to the one before that. But yeah, I've probably had. Let me just check here. In the last. I mean, I delete him regularly. I mean, I've got some here from.
Oh, I like keeping them because it just chuckles me, and then every now and again I have to buy it. So I'm going backwards and forwards with this guy at the moment. So,
but like, I always feel like surely they must get absolutely nowhere.
They must do. Like, it's absolutely insane. Vincent Kane. So click on his profile. What we got? 2 posts. Excellent. 114 followers. Of course. Why would you not?
The one I'm getting a lot at the moment is, Dan, is this a good place to ask a question?
That place, and just write it down and put it in the post.
Write me a letter, mate.
Please, just like send them your address, or just like send them. I don't know.
I sometimes do want to message them back, and like one thing that I've seen work really well is you send them their message back to them. Like you just literally
I did that. I did that to this guy. So he said, "Hey,
and
Tom."
every reply, you just reply. And just,
"Hey, Tom, love the content. Have you thought about posting more reels?" And then I was like, pretty sure I've only posted reels for like about a week. Yeah, I was like, I went on my thing and I was like, and I just wrote, I was like, I think I've actually posted 7 out of my last 9 posts in the last 9 days have been reels. And then I just wrote back, was like, have you thought about posting more reels? He's got 2 posts on his account. And he goes, this is just my personal account. I was like, excellent. Have you got any more reels planned? It's a great way to help grow your page. And I was like, have you decided to do that? Because your personal account needs to grow more. And then he was like, this is just my personal account. Have you thought about adding some different shots into your reels? And I replied, that was today. So I haven't replied to him yet. So
you see, I can imagine them on their end being like, "Oh, I've got a really hot lead here."
Yeah,
Tom's, I think he's going to be interested. He wouldn't be replying otherwise, Like,
exactly.
Oh my God,
I love it. Aiden, email strategist and copywriter. Tom! ! Dash. Just started working out again, and I'm glad I found your profile. Excellent. Some much needed common sense among all the influencers out there. Appreciate all the value you put out. I notice you have a mailing list. Are you sending many emails out right now? I actually wrote, join it, you'll find out. I was like, also, I just made a story about emails. And yes, I've sent probably 12 in the last 12 days. So yeah, a few.
That's what like an actual proper copywriter would do. They would join your email list and they would look
at what
you've done and they would send you stuff like back. Yeah. For me, it's the laziness of just the approach that I can't stand. And I think it tells you everything you need to know about them, and you just go, well, nothing's ever going to happen. I'm never going to employ you.
This one was interesting, to be fair. Hey, Tom, senior also in the fitness space. How long have you been coaching for? Oh, I haven't replied to this one. I might. But if we go on Harry Ano's profile, yeah, it was actually a little bit enlightening. Of course, he's in the fitness space. He's posted 3 times ever. But interesting one, Dan. He did put a photo out saying coaching is about seizing the beauty of your client's dreams and helping them achieve it. Eleanor Roosevelt. But then hashtag e-commerce dropshipping, e-com coaching, sim agency, entrepreneurship dream. And there's a group of young chaps who are exactly the people who we get fucking messages all the time going, did you know, Dan, that I can 10x your business in 30 days? It's like, all right, good luck. I want to, but so obviously it's the drop shipping fucking get rich like quick scheme shit that like people don't realize that actually drop shipping pretty tough, pretty hard to do, isn't it? There's quite a lot of stuff to do before all that kind of stuff, and don't realize how much you actually have to fucking sell and all the fees and all that kind of shit. And when you try to start drop ship, it's like there's a lot of other products, a lot of other people. You've got to try and get at the top of whatever your Amazon rating is, and it's just like, all right, you've got to get to the top of that list somehow, somewhere, which is probably going to cost you a lot of money to get out there. So yeah, so SMM agency, those are the guys we need to message them.
It's just, I just don't, like I said, I don't understand. Part of me is like, are they doing it because they do get results that way? Or is it that they have no other way? Well, I don't know. Like, why else would you do it? Why else would you carry on? Like, I don't really. This is the thing that baffles me, is that it must get results for people because otherwise they wouldn't do it, right?
Yeah.
Maybe it's just people aren't as wise and clued up as me and you. They got more time, so they do reply, they do respond, and people, they do break them down. I don't know, but
maybe we're not the wise ones. Maybe we're
the stupid ones.
We need to hire one and see what they do. I need a setter.
I had a client of mine, I think it was a coach of mine, and he said that he messaged one and they sent him some work that they'd done, apparently. Okay. And this guy was like, well, no, because I know the video editor does those guys videos. And he was like, he just said it, obviously.
Yeah.
And he said, so is this a video you've done? And he's like, no, it's just I've taken it off their Instagram and I'm showing you what I would do with yours and how I'd make it better. He's like, no, but you just said you worked for him and you did this video, so you just lied to me. And it was just one of those where you just like, stop being a fucking idiot. Like, oh mate, it's just a baffling way to try and get business. I don't understand it.
Yeah. Was it Kenji Paul Inguadito? I've just got a message from him saying, hi, I'm a video editor. Can I edit your video? And if you don't like it, you don't have to pay me. Can I just say, don't like it to every single one he does? Just keep getting it. Don't like it, so post it. He sent me his Sylvian Media Experts at gmail.com. It's good. Nothing says that like at gmail.com. I'm glad your company's shed out the £11 or whatever it is.
Literally.
To get that user. All good. Anyway, that's a bit of fun into our DMs. Yeah, if you get those fucking things, have some fun with it. It's quite funny, and then it makes funny content sometimes. Or you do what Paul Standall does and just like writes back, die, you cunts, and stuff like that, doesn't he? Yeah. It was interesting.
The best one's the ones that send a video straight off the bat.
What, a video of them saying hello?
Hey man, you're crushing it. I just want you to know, I think you're really big in this space, but you could be even bigger. Like, I can help you 10x your audience with these super short form video content reels. They're actually minus 0.2 seconds long, so you actually get insane views. Oh, shut the fuck up, you prick.
How about get a few clients, get some results to those, post about those results, get more clients.
No, too much work. Too much like hard work.
I mean, that's online coaching in a nutshell, and then do the fluff around it about what you actually want to do and what you kind of do for. Nice meet. What my last 3 weeks, I just because you shared yours, we just tell stories, right? So I moved facility. I think that's in the last. I think we did the talk about it because I obviously had Stephen Bartlett's fireside chat. I talked about that in the last show. I feel like I did. I talked about where I was going. I don't know where I talked about when I went.
Yeah, you talked about it.
What I learned about it.
Yeah, you talked about it, as in like you were going to start there, and that was it.
Oh, did I? I don't know whether I talked about. It was more interesting than I thought it was going to be. Not that I'm a complete pessimist in life. I'm pretty open-minded, to be fair. And but it was also the case I've been out 6 days out of 7 and I was sick. And that was the last one. I was like, I am so done with life at this point. So I went for the half an hour before the chat for a drink and then stayed for the hour 10 that he was chatting for. And then I went straight home. You're meant to like stay and hang and have a drink with Stephen and go up to him and stuff. I was like, I'm all right. I'm good. It was interesting though. He was a very good speaker, very good talker as Stephen, very good marketer, clearly. Is not a product developer. You can kind of see that from any kind of sports life. He is just captain marketing. It was interesting though, because obviously from his point of view, and it's obviously something that we might talk about with our guys every now and again, or especially from online coaching point of view, we like want to target certain things, and maybe you do stuff for reach and maybe you do stuff for results to talk to the people that you've actually got. Pretty much the whole thing. And then his social media manager was there as well. She did a little chat as well, and they only talk about reach. Only. They don't talk about like anything else other than making like emotional responses and stuff like that. But I think just through their creative ideas that they get those emotional responses and attachments with it. But every single conversation with every single person in there, which they're all health and fitness and blah, 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 blah. It was all about how can I increase my reach? How can I increase the people? And I was just sitting there, but like, how about conversion? I was like, we need to get paying clients. Stephen Bartlett probably is being paid to get that company more views. So or whatever company he works for and has a like thing with, I don't know whether they're paying for conversion based off their product. Maybe, don't know. It's very hard to be traceable. I know that from talking to a couple of the CEOs anyway, unless you have a direct link from that advert or whatever, and they put in stuff like that. It's hard to say which one.
I think that's why they go after reach, is because it's the only one that's tangible to them that they can put a number on, and that people will think it leads to clients or customers.
It's like affiliate marketing is all very well, but we all know that if you don't use that exact link, like Dan Meek at BB members, whatever, if you had a thing, you wouldn't know how many people you've brought in against Mike, right? You just know people have just come in. Like you wouldn't know, which is the thing. But it was just like, okay, fine. Talking about reach, I was like, maybe making about connections. It was interesting though, like he was just like, every single piece has to have value, which I get. And it was just like, it doesn't have to, but I think everybody in the fitness space always thinks value is educational. And he was like, it doesn't have to be educational. And it was like, he did come around to that after like talking for 20 minutes. And it was like, it doesn't have to be like that. It does, like, humor is valuable. Like, that's fine.
Anything that makes someone feel something is valuable.
Correct. Yeah. It's like about them. He was like, that's the value. He was like, go look on, the biggest one he kept on saying was like, go look on Red Bull. It's like they have like whatever 12 million people who follow them and blah, blah, blah. I was actually quite surprised. I thought more would. But it was like, you will never see their product like at all, like a can of Red Bull. Like obviously that's probably a small part of what they fucking do now, because they're a experiences like brand, aren't they, really? Yeah, and he was just like, go on there. Every single bit's valuable. Go like look at that shit. So it's interesting how he's like doing the DOAC is obviously his brand now, which is becoming bigger and bigger and bigger, all that shit. So it was interesting. It was a good chat. I actually wrote 2 notes.
Well done, mate.
I know. 2 things I took away. So that's as we say, if you take one thing that's valuable away, it was worth it. I'm so tired. I literally fell asleep. It was actually when I came back. So, but yeah, it's been nice to settle in. New space, all good. Yeah.
What's the best bit of equipment, then, mate? The most used bit of equipment by you?
Most used piece of equipment by me? Probably a fucking med ball, mate. That's the stab. New fancy kit, all the Laco, Wolverson, med ball.
Yep. I bet most of the trainers don't use med balls either, so you're free to use them as much as you want, pretty much.
I don't know. There's a mixture. It's definitely a blend of like people. The coaching quality is actually pretty decent in there. Like, there are some dribs and drabs that are a bit shit, but it's all right. It's actually all right. As opposed to one of the other gyms that I had been like gradually using my rental hours down, which some of the coaches are fucking terrible. So I'm just like, can we leave? Can I go, please? Okay, cool. But yeah, but it's been good. Another place to film. So got a new watt bike there. All that jargon, all the new shit. Yeah, and they actually, it was nice that they listened. I literally wrote a list of equipment that I think they should get. And the way I know that they must have listened, because I wrote about a Watson neutral bar, football bar extreme, like Poliquin bar. Don't like Poliquin, fucking it, but that barbell was good. And that exact one is in the gym. And I was like, that doesn't happen by coincidence. I was like, there's a lot of neutral bars and multi-grip bars and stuff like that. It's the exact one that I sent you the link for. So it was interesting. But still, I don't know. The purchasing lads, or obviously listened on the med balls, but again, with people, med balls should only be 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 kilos. Nobody fucking use 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 kilo med balls.
Always, mate.
Nobody
I go for
does.
14 kilo.
Nobody does. They're pointless. They're literally pointless.
More's better, mate. More is better. Everyone knows that.
It's like try to shift that. It's just like, well, you're not moving quickly, are you? What is happening with that? Whole point of a med ball. So it's always super funny. But it's
Unless it's a wall ball,
nice.
unless it's a wall ball in CrossFit, that's what they use it.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, wall ball. Oh no, it's in High Rocks as well, isn't it? So.
Yeah, it's in High Rocks now. I've had to program them in. I've had a few people doing High Rocks over the last few weeks, I think, which is fun.
I just love how it's now become more of a personality trait than CrossFit.
I know it hasn't it. It's all right for me.
High Rocks is the new ice bath. You can't say you're doing it without doing it. You can't post without posting it on social media. Sorry, you can't do it without talking about it.
I actually took on a client we're prepping for High Rocks in about 2-3 months or whatever, and she's vegan. I only found out she's been with me for 3 or 4 months. I was like, what? Well done you for not saying that. Good job. It was only because she was like, oh, don't judge me. I had to go to M&S to have a vegan chorizo and chicken like thing. And I was like, you're vegan? I was like, yeah, I don't really talk about it. I was like, good. I'm glad. This is the only time you're allowed to say it. No, interesting.
Just shows people do exist that don't have to make all these things part of their personality, doesn't it?
I know, it's insane. Yeah.
Normal part and parcel, of life. You just don't even need to bring it up. It's like we don't go around going, I'm a meat eater, by the way. I'm a meat eater.
What are you talking about? I'm a triathlete. How many triathlons? Top one? 3-4 years ago? It's good. Yeah. I'm gonna do it.
I'm a triathlete. Are you? Well, yeah, I've run before, I've walked before, and I've swum before, and I've cycled before. So I can do all of those things in a triathlon. Yeah. Sorry, did you say walk? Yeah, well, I'd obviously walk during the run. I didn't run the whole thing. Like, come on, I'm not fucking mate.
Run, right?
I'm not a fucking athlete. Yeah. What are you about?
Yeah. Legs get tired after that bit. It's fine.
Yeah, just want to walk it. Take my time. Oh dear.
What top tips can I give? Tom's top tips for High Rocks people, off the top of my head, pacing is massive. If you look at every single person who does well, or the top guys, the ones that do shit go really hard at the start and fall off a cliff. And the ones that win will run the same fucking kilometer pace every time. And if you want to work that out, you can come and coach with me, and I will tell you exactly what you're meant to be doing. Or you can download my running pace calculator, and it's got a High Rocks bit. Your High Rocks pace. Fuck. Down with the times, Meek. Boo.
Go check you out.
High Rocks pace. It's definitely not just a different label for something else, which I found. I've got a correlation for what people are generally running. But yeah, it's right. It's good. What else is there? And practice the fucking events. It's a big one, isn't it? Yeah, most people it looks like from most people's programming, they just like do High Rocks WODs. That's it. I've stolen a few because I was just like, I can put a few of these, but they don't do like pairings of like, say if you like, one's a squat with a wall ball, right? So the chances are you want to do a heavy push press doing like those squatty wall balls. What are they called? I should know this.
That's what they call wall balls, I think.
It's just called wall balls, aren't they? But you have to do like a full squat, bounce out and go through. But people, the technique, make sure your technique's on fire for that. But also, do some like, what's it in bodybuilding where you do pre-exhaustion? So you do like pre-exhaustion training before, so you can kind of build up lactic acid and shit like that and train under a little bit more scrutiny. So do biomechanically similar pairings, for example. So burpee broad jumps, just cry in a ball and don't do them. But but also with those, do one step up. Don't try and pop up from the fucking burpee every single time like a moron. Literally do almost like you're doing like a Spider-Man lunge or something like that, and then get yourself up and just alternate the sides, because it actually sneaks you forward a little bit and the judges won't catch you, and you'll be able to conserve energy and your heart rate will start to come down. Otherwise your heart rate will fucking fly, and that's not good. It's not good. Tom's top tip: heart rate really high, you're probably going to burn out pretty quickly. The other stuff, you can come talk to me if you want any tips.
Need to use that.
Easy, isn't it? Yeah. At
Yeah.
the start, when my first client was like, "Oh, I want to do one," I was like, "I have to learn this shit. Fuck me. This is pretty simple." I think people would like, but it's just a phase of training people don't really realize. So very much stick in the strength endurance wad and try and kill myself every single time, rather than yeah. And then probably they're running. You need to train like a 10K runner, pretty much. Yeah, unfortunately, which sucks.
Yeah, that is shit, isn't it? You don't want to do that.
So you need to do thresholds and zones.
It's the running for me, I think. I couldn't be arsed with it.
Yeah. Well, the new, obviously the big thing now, obviously I've dipped into this shit so much now, is the zone 2 runs, the low and slow. Like, have you seen a lot of this? I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, but it goes round in cycles. It's all the time. It's always like.
Is it just, I don't know, because obviously I'm following a lot more of these people, a lot more runners and triathletes that followed me. But it's all about the zone 2 stuff. But there was one lad that was messaging me today, and he was like, bit confused because obviously I posted that I was doing a zone 2 run on Sunday, miserable. But Garmin and Polar and Whoop and Strava have all got slightly different descriptions and rationale and whatever and parameters for zone 2 running.
What's that?
So the lad was like, "What do you use, Tom?" And I was like, "It's really confusing." So if you have a Garmin, basically, right? So if you're roughly my age, 33, just stick between 125, 130 heart rate up to like 145, and you are fine. Just do that. That is all aerobic zone. You will not build up lactate acid. Build up. That's the thing you're trying to get away from as much as possible. True zone 2 is about 125. It's only because Mike Boyle is pretty intelligent lad. He uses he's 130 to 150 for all of his athletes. That is a categorically like 60-minute session. You stay at 135. You just stay there. Bored as fuck, but that's just keep your heart rate there. But on your Garmin, that will go into zone 3. On your Strava, that will be in zone 2. How they're getting this shit all over the place, I have no idea. It's like, it's just numbers. Are you mad? So yeah.
And plus, I thought zone 2 was just a bog standard percentage. I thought it was just like a known across the board.
Yeah, it should be
what it would look like. Yeah.
Yeah. But apparently it's movable. But it can be based off your max heart rate as well. So obviously it would be lower for, say, older people, but max heart rate, there's different calculations. I can't remember the most used one. Right. Obviously the most used one is like 220 miles your age, which is horseshit. And then there's like 210 miles your age plus something like that. Plus something
Would
else.
zone 2 not be higher for people who are fitter? Would you not have to work at a higher heart rate?
No. Be lower.
Just to be lower, would you? No, I mean, as in like to get you could obviously, if someone with
get the benefit
fitter, could obviously sustain a higher heart rate for longer.
Yeah, but you've got to think, so in terms of aerobic capacity, it should be like a spectrum of, so if you have a high heart rate, if you have a high kind of ability to stay high at your heart rate, you want your spectrum to come down. So your high heart rate, even though a lot of so for example, I can have a really high heart rate, but I want my high heart rate, so I can get above 200 odd, like beats a minute. But my low heart rate is like when I'm sleeping, it's like 40 something, right? But I need to narrow that spectrum, but it's a spectrum that moves that way. So in theory, when my resting heart rate comes to say 39 or something like that, hopefully my max heart rate will come down to 190 because I don't want my heart to ever work that hard. Have the ability to, because it's like, you're going to get shit tons of blood in, but you want that spectrum. It's like a movable kind of, bar along the thing. So if you had a sliding bar, but it's always going to stay very roughly the same. So it'd be, I would say I'm reasonably fit, but probably not cardio wise.
I always get that. I always get that on my Oura ring. I'm like, my low heart rate, my resting heart rate sometimes in bed is like 39 at night.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm really fit. I'm not fit at all in any way, shape, or form. Probably should train. If I trained, imagine if I actually trained. I'd probably actually fit.
Crazy. But then since putting my Garmin on and my Whoop, there's definitely a difference. I'm sticking with my Garmin numbers because they're lower.
They're better. Makes you look better, does it? So,
I'm like, I'm really fit. Apart from my Garmin tells me that I'm like the trading status is always funny. When I was in Dubai, it was just like, why are you wasting your time? Like unproductive, it said. And I was like, fuck off. I was like, that's an awful thing to say. But yeah.
That's what you want, isn't it?
Very much. So, what else are we meant to be talking about, Daniel? Black Friday. We had Black Friday. Did you get anything exciting? This is a very more tangent based podcast, by the way. Today, more catching up.
Got some good bits. I got
a good hat. I've got one on. It says good on it. See?
Oh yeah, good. Yeah, I got the black one with the rope on that you've got.
Oh, did you? I need to wash mine because it is disgusting. I haven't washed it since I came back from Dubai because it was fucking, not that my sweat's very salty, but it was a bit salty.
Nice,
yeah. I basically bought really boring stuff as well. Like good, I feel like the good stuff in the golf clothing isn't that boring. But then I just bought like just normal attire, like work gym attire, that kind of thing. Work gym, like because it's cold. Because I don't really wear trousers. You know what I mean, like jogger bottoms and stuff like that. I had to buy some of them because I basically always wear shorts. But it actually got to like it was like, good morning, Tom. It is -2. That's Alexa, by the way, not the receptionist at like the new place. That'd be really weird. But yeah, it was below freezing. Were you here when it was at?
Yeah. Just before. It was like the day I left, gross. Basically. Yeah, man.
Absolute gross. So yeah, no real big Black Friday things. Lots of clothes, and then I stupidly ordered 2 pairs of shoes because I ordered one in US sizes instead of the stupid website had it in US size, and obviously I ordered 10. I was like, oh, it's Nike. I'm normally a 10 and a Nike, so Nike, and then obviously that's UK size, whatever 9. I was like, brilliant. I do not have small feet. So are you like this? I asked like a few of my friends. Obviously, I was using this anecdote, and every single lad I spoke to over that week period when I was offering these, do you want some dent shoes? I don't know what size shoe you are. Are you 9?
What's that? 8.5, 9.
Yeah. Do you want these? This pair of Nikes.
Are they running shoes?
Yeah. That I'm using them for walking about shoes, so that's why. Because I feel like I just wanted something comfortable because I wear Vans all the time and they're really very flat. I'm like, I can have some comfy shoes now. I've entered that part of my life. But anyway, everybody seemed to think, and I think I concur with this, because when I was like probably 18, 19, my football boots were definitely size 11. I'll throw them out. My mate Nathan, my mate Josh, my mate John, all said the same thing, and Matt. All 5 men, all simultaneously, have said that their feet have shrunk, or their size have they've gotten smaller, like by 1 size ish.
I don't know if that's also because when I was younger, my mum was always like, "Oh, buy a size bigger so you grow into it." So I was just so used to wearing big shoes that I was like, "Actually, this is actually my size now." I don't know if I just prefer to have tighter fitting shoes and stuff. I don't know, but I definitely when I was younger bought size 10 before and fit fine, and I'm at 8.5, 9 comfortably. Yeah.
Weird, isn't it? Well, the tight fitting shoes.
I reckon it's because of the weight of the world we carry on our shoulders, mate. You know, we just grinds our feet down into the floor, just constantly, just chips away at them. You know, I think that's what it is.
It's weird, isn't it? Yeah. There's got to be some size to
that problem. See, this is the other thing as well. Okay, now we're speaking about feet. We'll go for it. I don't care. I don't know why in this part of the world, I feel like Middle Eastern women have bigger feet than normal women.
You think?
Mm-hmm. Again, it's based on a few things, but like, I mean,
based off Laura, because Laura's tiny.
Well, no, Laura's got tiny feet, yeah, but no, I mean, like, as in general, like when you see them walking around and stuff, obviously, because everyone over here wears like basically like open-toed shoes and they just wear flip-flops all the time and that sort of stuff. I don't know if it's that I've never really paid attention to it or not, but like,
it's fucking gross, by the way. Put your fucking feet away.
Yeah, it's minging, yeah. But I feel like a lot of Middle Eastern women have quite big feet, and also, and not only do I think that, in the shoe shops, the sizes all seem bigger. As in, like, there's more like 7s, 6s, 8s, whatever, you know. Again, I'm used to Laura. She's fucking size 2 or 3 or whatever. Because over here, she buys a lot of kids' shoes because I don't know if it's over here that classed as a kid's shoe or not. But adult size 3 or whatever. Whereas over here, they don't sell a lot of them. They're always in the sale over here. Always those bigger sizes. Weird. I don't know what it is. Just thought we're talking about feet, so I thought I'd bring up.
I don't know. Maybe they've worn those like open shoes for a long time, whereas we would tend to wear like closed shoes to push them together. They've allowing their feet to breathe and spread and be more grippy. Maybe they have to walk on sand. We all know we have to spread and move on sand as you go along. Although, if nobody's been to Dubai, all the malls just all sand everywhere. You have to wade through. It's insane. It gets everywhere. Mental.
You get used to it, though, don't you? You just get used to it.
I'm not a big fan of flip flops everywhere. I know you are, but I'm just like, I just hate the noise of.
Do you?
And then it starts to hurt because I don't wear them very often. It starts to hurt like that bit of my foot. I prefer sliders, but you wear sliders now. I'm thinking.
Yeah, I do wear sliders, socks and sliders a lot of the time.
Socks and sliders are the way forward. Yeah, that's more comfortable. But interesting. So yeah, let's know. Are you a male and you'll have your feet shrunk since you were 18, 19, and now you're 30-ish? Have they gone down a size? I'm pretty sure mine have as well. So, and I'm pretty sure we used to get like, you want a tight fitting shoe, Dan, because you want to be able to run and kick a ball at any kind of moment's notice. Because like it's going to ping off like nicely. If there's like some give to the shoe, you're not going to connect with it well, right? That would normally be in my mind. And you want that from a school shoe. You're like whatever shoe you had at school, you had to those big scoopy loafers or like an actual like
all about the scoop.
The scoop, mate. All right. This came through to me from a company which I've refused to write this piece because this is stupid. It's a popular protein-based brand. So they wanted a piece on. So can anybody give us a 3 to 5 minute post to talk about? And Dan, I want you can give me the answers to this. Some small exercises to reset the nervous system. Go.
Sleep.
Leap.
Sleep's one.
Sleep.
Sleep. Yeah. Are they for real?
That's literally it was broadcast into like our like kind of writers channel, and I was like,
reset.
So I could
reset, like turn off the wall, like turn off the wall.
I was just like, there is a little button that you press, like you have to get one of those screwdrivers, that you get out of the Christmas crackers, and you go and do that one button. But it just, I read it and I was like, no, I'm out. Next year, I'm not writing for this company again because that's fucking stupid. I don't understand. I don't want to write this content. It killed me. And I was just like, no, I don't want that. It's fine. There's enough fucking people that look at your shit. You have the ability to change what people kind of think. And you're writing that drivel. Oh, it does well. You know what does well? Anything, because people are going to come on your website because they're looking for protein-based goods. That's it.
Reset your nervous system. Exercises to reset. I can't even begin to think what.
I wouldn't even know where to start.
I don't even know what they're thinking of. Like, what are they expecting you to say? Something cardio-based, weight training-based? Like, what are they expecting you to say on that?
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm genuinely baffled.
Yeah, same. I was just like, please just flick over that, everybody. Please, nobody respond.
Fucking hell. That is awful. They are really bad, though, aren't they? Like, I think that's a problem as well. Once companies get to that size, they just don't care what they post or say.
Yeah,
all they care about is reach. Like we just said, all they care about is reach. Like, more people are like, let's talk about this. It's like,
let's talk about this. It's like, no, please. Do some good. Fuck me. You don't even sell like weights or exercises and shit like that. It's like, oh god, don't really understand. But yeah,
isn't it?
It is scary, but it's fine. I'm trying to read the rundown of the show, and I've realised I can't read my writing.
Oh
I did
man,
it a little
that
bit
always
quick.
happens to me as well because we don't need to write anymore. We've got computers, so we don't need to.
Well, I write every day. Because
Well,
obviously,
I'm
like,
ready for bed. So that's all you need to know. Do you know?
all right, we can do the last thing because because we're at about 40 minutes. See, got my timer.
Always good, mate. Glad you got the timer there, mate. It's really
Good,
important.
mate. I saw Alex Hormozzi's got this timer, so obviously it
Of
works.
course he has. Yeah, it must work. That's what makes
Counts
him so
up
good.
and it counts down, so it's pretty good.
Yeah.
So the last thing, obviously, I found myself on like a little doom scrolling ish taken
Oh
through.
yeah.
I've also shared the carnivore guy around a few times because I thought it was funny.
He is hilarious, isn't he? That carnivore guy.
Carnivore can.
Brilliant.
We'll bring him on the show. We won't.
I actually think he'd be a great guest.
I don't. I won't be able to keep straight face.
What's he posted recently? Let me have a little look. How I cook the perfect steak. Good work, mate. We've had enough practice, so there's that. Well, that was it. The carnivore. Oh, did you see what I ordered from McDonald's?
I
Oh
think
my
so.
God.
I'm not too sure.
He pulled up to a drive-thru and ordered 6 burger patties.
Yeah,
He
but
is
you could
such a
put bets on
fucking
it.
mong. He is such a fucking mong. Like the amount of things in the comments, like one of the comments here, can I ask, what do you do for fun? Genuinely curious. He just like doesn't help himself. Thanks to the tutorial, pal. I often get flustered when I'm out. Just the other day, I was starving. I didn't know what to do because all the meat I could find I breaded with it. Luckily, I completely forgotten, but in the coat I was wearing, I put a pocket sausage in each pocket. I gobbled them down as fast as I could and regained my composure. But like you say, it's the way it goes sometimes. Oh, it's just fucking brilliant. Like,
does he like read those and like some of that like that? He's like, oh, good. I'm glad I helped that person. It's interesting.
Man.
Just the way he delivers stuff. I'm not too sure whether he's maybe has that awareness or not. To understand that's pure science.
It's like in here. Someone's put, "Why don't you eat fruit?" Someone else has just commented, "Autism." Like just like it's just like surely he sees all this stuff. Like son of Partridge, absolutely thriving at the drive-through. Like, he just gets rinsed. But he deserves it as well, though. I think. I think he deserves it.
He's getting good reach.
Carnivore diet cheesecake. I just wonder if you could help me. I keep searching, but what animal vanilla extract comes from? And I can't find it. Do you know which it is? And just
I saw there's the carnivore cheesecake. Yeah, make your crumb, make your he always make your pastry, and it'll be like, oh yeah, and just blend up pork scratchings. It's like fuck, that's not what. Like, that's gonna be so salty. That's insane. Oh, it tastes so good. This cheesecake, raw milk, and
I just love how the same people comment on it all the time. It makes me laugh every time.
They're the same as us when they just keep on going back.
Yeah. I commented on once on one of his videos because I love how he does the slow-mo like eggs cracking. Like all his videos are shit, except for that he does this slow-mo with the eggs and the butter thrown in the pan. It's like that's gonna make the difference to the video. I just think it's class.
Nailed that like egg drop. Yes, good.
Yeah. So for those of you that are interested, he's called Coach Carnivore Cam.
That's so good.
Honest to God.
Anyway, last 2 minutes. We talk about Goob because there was obviously it hit kind of.
With Courtney Black.
Courtney Black, yeah, which is interesting. I watched her kind of her not apology video, defense video. Well.
She made it worse for herself.
She made it worse. She was like, "Look, I only edited this bit." I was like, "You're an idiot! Like you're literally."
No, you literally gave him the edited picture, like to look at again.
It's just like, yep, edited, unedited, edited, unedited. And he was just like, "Look, you can literally see so much." And then she's trying to defend herself, and she's a fucking gimp anyway. So, yeah, fuck me.
Yeah.
Because it's all about, and then just these devout followers. I have no idea. Like, I hope
just shows you, doesn't it?
It just like they're absolute like in camp kind of thing, aren't they? It's just like I am in this world, and I will, I will walk over fire for this person. It's like, what? This person's mental. And I don't really get. Obviously, there's obviously social media and everything like that, and blah blah blah. You make yourself look better but apart from like a fucking filter to clear shit up, I've never had the what about clear shit, make it look cooler, a noir, if you will. Apart from that, I've never had the urge. Don't really get it.
I just don't understand now. But
maybe I should do one on, because I know on CapCut I did go on it because I was like I was interested because you can enlarge breasts and like enlarge like certain things on it.
Yeah,
I really wanted to just take a picture of me and just like do that instead. I don't think anybody would notice because I'm a fat prick, but it'd be
you just feel like such a knob, wouldn't you?
I know, you're just like just flying, just like, oh god, I'm just bending. And the fact that they stand next to, like, they basically all stand next to big straight lines, don't they? Like they're like, I'll better stand next to these bricks.
Yeah,
like,
and
they're like, oh, just stand next to a white wall and you'll worry out, or do the really smart thing. I'm not giving people any to do this, but on if you were to edit your photo, this is what I would do to get around it. If you spent 2 seconds, if you pay for Canva, they have something called a background, and they get rid of it. It's pretty easy. So you could literally do that, and then insert yourself back onto the background that you were on, overlaying yourself.
I mean, none of these are clever enough to think like
that. Just in case you want to do that. But who cares about that? So if you're going to the effort to edit yourself, have a little bit of thought about it. Fuck me, Jesus Christ. I'm not a video editor, but that's what I would do. Yeah. You'll see all of my I'm going to be a lean bean on all my video. You can't really do it on videos, on my pictures. Don't really post many pictures of myself, so change that then, Dan.
Lots I was about to say my physique is the least of my worries. Is my face and my head that I've got to worry about. Do you know what I mean? Like, imagine I just put hair on my head, just like, oh yeah, like, oh, look fine, yeah, nothing.
A lot of, well, I'm not the same with the hair thing, but the hair thing, the fact that if I've not done my hair, because I wear a hat.
Well, you wear a hat a lot.
So, I wear a hat because I can't be bothered. I've reached the stage of like, can't bother to do anything with my hair, and I'll just put a hat on. And then it'll be a case, and then I'll have to like look at myself in the mirror, like, when was the last time I shaved? Because it starts to, and it's born out of laziness. We all know that. So, but Dan gets a special man to do his beard, so I don't let my special man to do my beard. Also, I don't go to the barber as much as Dan. So it's your special little time, isn't it?
It's my special time, mate. Yeah.
All right. On that, any other business, Daniel?
Not for me, mate. No, all good.
No, not massively from me. There's a free combine week happening right now. Probably by the time you listen to this, you probably can't get in it anyway. So sucks to be you. But if you, I think my link is, I'll leave that fucking link in. But if you get on my email list, you'll see some pre-application offers, basically, because the combine you only be able to get on the combine program in every other month from January. But I will be letting people on for free as long as you sign up for January. But you have to pay me in January. But you're for free for the rest of December, so you have all your training for December, and then you're automatically passed of the group that starts on the 1st of Jan, and you'll retest with everybody else. I think at the start of March. So yeah, I'll be testing protocols every 2 months. Also, because that's easier for me to launch and keep a diary. So easy instead of having lots of people with random start points, and it was confusing me. So yeah, not doing that again. Cool. So yeah, email lists, that kind of thing. All my emails at the moment, Dan, you don't get them. Going through every fucking test at the moment. And I started a story, so I'm gonna do short stories just for Dan. I'm gonna tell stories about Dan on my email list and not let him in it. So it's pretty good.
Fine by me.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening. We will catch you next week.
Later.